Welcome back. Much like warnings about Eskom's inability to provide reliable energy, experts have also been raising the alarm about the aging water infrastructure for years now. Now, South Africa's water crisis is playing out in the country's economic capital, Johannesburg. Residents in some parts of the city have been without water for days, while in other suburbs, taps have been dried for weeks. eNCA's Heidi Giokos has more.
5 days and counting, residents in many parts of Johannesburg have not had water. And while an explanation has been given to the ward councillor regarding what the problem is, communities are not accepting this.
We've got 5 different wards that are affected with water issues. You've got wards 54 and 55 that are affected by issues at the Crown Mines Towers. Wards 55 and 56 and 124 affected by the Forest Hill Tower. Then wards 56 and 57 affected by the South Hills Water Tower, where we are today. Unfortunately, the people supplied by the South Hills Water Tower didn't have water for 6 days until last weekend, and then it came on until Tuesday, and then it went off again. So I had a phone call from the MD of Johannesburg Water this morning. He's blaming it on the fact that the Klip Riversberg Reservoir is below 30% capacity, so they're not able to pump at the moment.
Residents in the south are at their wit ends. They've expressed frustration for a service they pay for but hardly receive.
You can't come home from work, have a decent shower, you can't do nothing. The people with babies and grannies and old folk are suffering the worst. As for rainwater and Joburg water, I got at least put to say about them. There's not one good thing I'll say. I mentioned last week was 6 days. We're going into the 4th day now. I do work for rainwater. They got technicians sitting and sleeping in that yard. They keep saying, Seika, boss had a trip. Where's the electricians? Stop making excuses. Service the people. We don't want tanks. I never pay for the tank. And I never pay for the 25-litre bucket too. I'm paying for my water. So is everybody else. And everybody should be treated in the same fashion. These people are payers, support them, service them.
I just think it's beyond disgusting that we haven't had water since Tuesday, because how are we supposed to wash our work clothes? How are we supposed to flush the toilets? How are we supposed to shower and have our human rights taken away?
Become a deplorable state of affairs, and in constant communication on the social platforms of the groups as well. I've always raised it. I'm not sure if the South is seen as a mediocre income protector or giver to municipalities and government. Further up the ladder, nobody takes interest as to what happens to the mediocre guy. And being us, where we are standing right now, I think we are undermined.
And in the west of Johannesburg, residents have not had water for 16 days.
The issue started 16 days ago on another corner of Gordon Road and Jonkershoek. So when they were fixing that, they hit an electric cable, but they did fix it. Once they fixed that corner, then mine burst, my pipe burst. Then they came to fix that, but they hit, as they were digging, they hit the sewage pipe, and that led the sewage into the main line of the water. So they had to flush the entire system.
eNCA has reached out to Rand Water and Joburg Water, but to no avail. Heidi Giokos in Johannesburg.